Good morning, fellow billionaires. This is Silver 5150 with your morning update from Monday, July 20th, 2020. All right, guys, I appreciate you chatting with me last night about my silver stacking problem. I appreciate all of the volunteers that were willing to come by and help themselves. Help me. Uh, I appreciate you guys. It was kind of fun helping me get through that. And I was up late last night, but I think I'm going to actually be okay today. But yeah, thanks for tuning in for that short little blurb. And it was designed specifically to inspire you guys that are just starting to stack. Trust me, once you get serious about it, it'll stack up fast. So don't feel like you're behind a curve. It wasn't designed to discourage you. It's designed to encourage you to get out there and start stacking the silver. Silver Joker made a great video last night asking if the premiums are too high. And you know my stance. My stance is if you can get the stuff you want within a range of $25 to $35, guys, it's pennies. It's going to be a pittance. Now, I know it's not a pittance to earn that money or that cash, but it's a pittance to pay to get what you're going to be getting. The value you're going to be stealing is insurmountable compared to what you're going to come out of pocket for. Like these coins, for example, here. I purchased this, 2018 Pyongyang Dragon coin, which is number one of a series of 8. Silver Game of Thrones has him on his latest video. Check him out if you want. Hello, Silver Game of Thrones, my dragon brother. Hope you're enjoying your number one coin, as always. And but purchased this coin back in 2018 for $23 when spot price was 14. And so you can see the premium was pretty high, more than 50%. But as a result, this coin right now is retailing on APMEX for 130 bucks. So all coins aren't going to be like this. But you want to make sure that you understand that when you're buying silver and it's quality stuff, you're not getting ripped off or, getting a fake or anything like that. And that's why I stick with the big retailers, because the big retailers, I've been purchasing for 7 years now, and I haven't had a single incident in shipping or in, bad product or fakes. Now I've had, a delay from JM Bullion, but that's about it. So anyway, that's my strategy. Everybody has their strategy. They're experts on eBay, like Fred Garr, that can go on there and get the good stuff and not get ripped off, and some other guys that use eBay bucks and all that. So that works. That works for them. Sorry about that. For me, I just stick with the big retailers, hold my nose, pay the premiums and stuff, and just get what I can get. But sticking with that mindset within that range of $25 to $35, especially right now, is key to making sure that you continue to stack and not hesitate, because, like I said before, time is our enemy right now. Not necessarily premiums. Premiums are, because they keep you from stacking as much. But trust me, premiums are a very small problem compared to zero inventory. You don't want to get on the other side of zero inventory. And, pie in the sky says we've got 2 years to stack. Reality, looking what I see, says we got about a year to stack. Unknown circumstances say we got 2 months. So basically kind of find your range in there and stack accordingly. According to your resources, make sure you have your other stuff first, and then go ahead and stack your silver or even bullion grade copper if that fits your budget better. Trust me, you won't lose. You just have to wait a little longer for the payday. All right, move right along. I did have a great weekend, guys, and I hope you were able to position yourselves better for the impending monetary reset, okay? And it's going to be a strange couple of weeks come up here. I told you guys last night I'm working on 2 full-time jobs starting today. It's my janitorial side that kicks into full swing, the stuff we're doing where I work through front run the pandemic. So yeah, I'll be working 2 full-time jobs. I'll be driving full-time and doing janitorial full-time, which means no gym. and just these enhanced morning updates. I don't know if I'll be able to get an evening show because I'll be, working with chemicals and their critical timelines. You got to let wax dry and all that stuff. So once that's in effect, I will be limited to probably these enhanced morning updates. So I appreciate your patience. Let's get in on the backside of the Ukrainian St. Michael. All right. But anyway, but this is how I do what I do, guys. This is what I do. I apologize, for shortening you on your content, but this is how I do what I do. Spending the last 30 years or so working full time or up to double time. Trying to never turn down opportunities to earn fiat cash. To buy surplus durable goods like the stuff you need. You know what I'm talking about? And then by extension, durable money. Gold and silver, they are the durable money. They're fungible. They are accountable. They are just perfect for money. Gold and silver are. So it'll be a bit of a wild ride here the next couple of weeks because we're going to be going wide open. But that's what makes life so exciting, right? Pushing yourself beyond your limits, seeing how much you can take, drawing back before you crack and break, But definitely, definitely pushing yourself to the max to reach that goal, to reach those goals we try to reach. And that's what silver stacking is all about. It's about being ahead of the curve and really finding your limits. Trust me, especially financially. Whew, man. All right, guys. So what do we got here today? We've got, of course, these 2014 1 ounce silver Ukrainian can't even talk. Ukrainian Archangel Michaels. So yes, the 2014 1 ounce silver Ukrainian Archangel Michael silver coins. These are just brilliant uncirculated. These are not the proofs, which thinking about how much I paid for these, I probably could have got the proofs, but I think the proofs come with like boxes and stuff. And the Silver Game of Thrones was saying yesterday, I don't want to get too much into that because I need more space. It'd be great to have a bunch of super fancy coins, but the boxes and the certificates of authenticity, they kind of take away from the purpose, and the purpose is the metal. Again, like SGOT says. And so I was more focused on the metal. These are more compact, just in the capsule like this, so I didn't bother with the proofs. But who knows if that'll make a difference later. The reason why I bought, these right here, and these are 92.5%, by the way. There's only a handful of coins. I think my acrylic coins, which would be, I'm going to say the St. George Slays the Dragon coins out of the Russian Federation Bank, and these are the only 92.5 sterling coins I have. I do have some real special ones from Russia that are like 5 ounce and 1 ounce and half ounce proofs. And so those are 92.5 too. But all that means is that they have pure silver in them. It's just that the non-silver part is greater, but you still get 5 ounces and 1 ounce or 1.5 ounce of silver in this particular case. Here, let's go ahead and flip over the dragon as we continue talking. All right. Now, these Archangel Michaels, I passed them up for years. I really did. I passed them up for years because of the design. I was like, Michael doesn't look like, because I read too many comic books. I expect him to look like a comic book and stuff, and he didn't do that. And so, I was kind of like, well, I mean, it's cool, and Michael, he could fell a city with one swipe of his sword, but I wasn't feeling it. But then once I realized that it was the one coin I lacked to keep from having an international stack, little pitch to International Stacker there, who had a great video last night. But once I realized I didn't have these, I was like, okay, and yada, yada, yada. 3 paydays later, I had them. It hurt like hell, but I had them. All right, and they're very nice, and I don't regret it. You guys can go back and see those videos where I was trying to acquire them, and it was a chore. All right, so markets right now. We've got stock futures on, they're down. They're down right now. I'm going to go ahead and move over here. Oh, look at this. Hello, Magnaslide. How are you? And this is with a capsule on, by the way, guys. This is a 2018 American Silver Eagle. And Lady Liberty, she likes to have fun. She likes to have fun going on slide. Okay. If you guys haven't gotten one of these, and I don't get paid anything for, Atmex bar. Classic Atmex bar. Wow, that works really good. Oh, no, it doesn't work good. Not with not with the bar. Anyway, look here. Classic Atmex bar. Isn't that something? Anyway, so look here. Yeah, if you guys want to be able to test your stuff quickly, I mean, look, that's one test. The test is done. All right? Get yourself a Magnaslide from Silver Game of Thrones. He has them. He has the big ones you can actually test 10-ounce bars on. And, I got to stop. Okay, look. Markets today. So markets futures were down, are down right now on news, of course, what? Increasing pandemic numbers around the globe. The pandemic has not gone away. We know some places that have shut down again. We know some places that are opening up completely. And I'll give you an example of places that are opening completely. A quick look at Iran shows that right now they're aiming at herd immunity. They're going for herd immunity, and they're going aggressively at it. So Iran's going aggressively at herd immunity, and they have an intentional targeted goal. Iran's their goal is 60 million of their people infected, okay, or exposed in the next calendar year. They're going for that. This is their approach to herd immunity. So this will likely reduce the leading headlines in the newsreels, all right, in terms of progress. But to their credit, they are going to double their medical capabilities to handle the most critical cases. So hopefully that will work for them. This approach, yeah, it's pretty aggressive. So we will definitely be able to learn a lot from what they're doing over there, trying to approach herd immunity by exposing almost everyone. I would think. I don't know how many people in Iran International Stacker might, but I can't imagine it's much more than 60 million. So anyway, so yeah, futures are down right now. Not very much, marginally. I mean, and the flat line's been going on all night between the futures markets and the metals trading desk. And in fact, metals are headed upward right now, and I watched them all night. They were tracking, across a flat line. I think gold was about 0.15% up, and silver was like a 0.25% up. They weren't doing too much, and then suddenly, here in the last 15 minutes, they kind of did a breakout, and everybody was predicting a breakout, and sure enough, the breakout happened. So that's what's happening right now. So I had a data earlier, but I think. Yeah, gold is up currently about a 0.25% now, on the way to a higher close by the end of the trading day. I think gold is going to continue adding gains throughout the day. It's going to add weight. It's going to get a little bit higher in the spot price, which, is a good sign of strength, but of course, it makes it more difficult to shop. Now, silver, of course, refuses to be ignored also. And it's benefiting from what we call the rubber band effect. If you guys remember, I was talking about a couple of weeks ago. This rubber band effect is a phenomenon where your lower price metals are tethered to their big brothers, to their higher price ones. So like, for example, silver being tethered to gold. When gold moves, silver follows reluctantly behind on a rubber band tether until the tension on the rubber band gets too tight. Then all of a sudden, silver slingshots from behind gold, catches up to gold in performance, not in price, but in performance, and then sometimes actually goes past, the mean. But I don't think silver will ever surpass gold. But if we can get a range of, say, the gold to silver ratio being at 15 to 1, like it was back in 1980, well, now it's time to trade some silver for gold, right? That's the whole game. Going to flip those metals for more metals or better assets. All right. So, yeah. And the thing is, if you think silver's performance is actually going to be pretty good, you guys wait until you see copper's performance relative to silver. Silver will be good relative to gold. But once copper gets out of the gate, its performance relative to silver, which means it's going to be a longer wait for payday on copper. But man, it is going to really, really impress you. I mean, it's going to be something. Bullion grade copper, guys. Bullion grade copper is all I have to say. And before you turn your nose up, just go over to GoldSilver St. Mint and take a look and see what they got there. Because they've got regular copper rounds, I think, for around $1, and then they've got they're called seconds, and they're actually stamped seconds with red ink. I don't understand that, but they're like 69 cents or something like that, so you can definitely take advantage of those. I'm trying to make sure I don't flip this camera so it doesn't end up upside down. All right, moving right along. So, yeah, keep an eye on copper, and we're going to keep an eye on silver today. We'll see what kind of gains they're going to bring. But yeah, silver, man, silver is, pretty much the eye of the upcoming financial storm. A lot of people aren't paying attention to it. Some of the big hedge funds are starting to get into it now. But, silver is such a tiny market that when, things start to go really squirrely, it's going to be a much better fire alarm than gold, because gold is a massive market compared to silver, and gold is just more stable than silver. Florida Stacker would agree with that, because it's not, it doesn't swing as wild. And guys, wild swings in the gold and silver market, or any market that has derivatives in it, is a result of derivatives. It's not the result of the actual underlying asset. If gold didn't have derivatives, if oil didn't have derivatives, if silver didn't have derivatives, their prices would be, well, kind of sleepy, boring, like I am right now. So, I mean, that's something you have to keep in mind. So the more derivatives, the more volatility you have in those markets. But in any case, I think silver is definitely going to be the eye of the storm. And if you think about it, we had that high back in July of 2016, and silver got up to $20.16. And that was a big deal back then, because it had climbed up. I think it was in the 17s, and it climbed up to $20.16 in almost no time flat. And so today, I mean, what are we at right now? We're at like 1990, and it looks like if silver continues adding gains, we are going to probably break into a new postmodern high. How cool would that be? As cool as this slide right here that I said I wouldn't do again. Okay, last time. All right, so back to the news. In my particular case, I actually managed to figure out, what to purchase this week. And so once I found that I was going to be doing full-time janitorial, I went, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and front run this market. I'm going to spend the money I haven't earned yet. That is a very dangerous thing to do. That's why I'm Silver 5150. Don't do like me. And so I went ahead and I bought a roll of the South Korean radises, Guardian Radice, which I'll share with you guys in an unboxing later this week. So I expect those, along with my other Comsco rounds, to be of great use when I drop in unexpectedly on Expat Stacker next year. Just kidding, Expat. I am not going to drop on you unexpectedly. I will definitely contact you ahead of time and let you know when I'm in country, okay? But hopefully by then things will be open a little more and we can post some cool videos of our visit on YouTube for the subscribers. That would be really, really cool. All right, so as far as silver goes, let me go back a little bit. As far as silver goes, we're going to continue to monitor the action of silver because it looks like it's going to get pretty dynamic here soon. And every once in a while, I might do, a short update in the evenings, just in an effort to figure out how to proceed with our purchases and stuff. So we'll continue because silver is going to be the story this week. Trust me, one way or the other. It's either going to break down or it's going to break out, and it's going to run the headlines. So very exciting times coming up for silver this week. Keep an eye on it. All right. So which brings me to all the content I was able to watch this weekend, which was very helpful for me. A special shout out to some of my favorite content providers who sacrifice parts of their weekends to educate and entertain us in the metal space. I mean, look, these videos are not easy to make. They film them, they edit them, and they post them. I don't edit anything. All my stuff is raw, but I'm too technically improficient to do anything live. So I do record, and then I just post because I don't have the ability to do that yet. I'm working on that. Maybe get me a media group or something to help me out. Anyway, so look here, guys. You content providers out there, it certainly helped me get things done in my apartment this weekend. All right, keeping me all fired up for the upcoming postmodern silver age. I was listening to all the great videos this weekend, and arguably that's going to be that postmodern silver age I'm telling you about when we start to move into sci-fi technologies and enhanced medical technology and all that stuff. That's going to be probably the greatest monetary event in all of human history. So I listen to that, I listen to those guys while I work. Now look, I am Silver 5150. I am a stacking content provider like the other guys, but I'm first and foremost a fan and a rabid consumer of the content in our silver stacking society. So again, a special thanks to the usual suspects, and you know who you are. Yeah, Silver Joker, Florida Stacker, Fred Garr, Silver Game of Thrones, Expat Stacker, Silver Torch 66, 49's Fine, Aussie Coin Girl, International Stacker, and Yankee Stacking. If I missed you, I'll get you next time. But guys, if you're new to stacking and you love stacking like I do, and you are not subscribed or watching these channels, and the others like them, you are missing it. I'm telling you, I recommend you join the fun. Oh, and by the way, I signed up, subscribed to another channel this weekend called Silver Conundrum. Now, he's just getting started out. I think he's got a couple of videos, but the stuff he has on video is very premium. I mean, super premium. I'm talking like Cronus premium. So you really need to check him out. Great videos, great, production and all that stuff. Silver Conundrum. Check him out on YouTube if you haven't. All right. So, while you were sleeping, the U.S. debt clock may be compromised a bit, as we suspect. The number on the big board, talking about the U.S. national debt, since it's barely moved, that tells me that all our chatter about it has gained someone's notice, because that thing was reeling and rocking, man, and moving, and we were going up $1 trillion like every 22 days, and now all of a sudden it's barely moving. I wonder about that. So it's gained someone's notice. Well, whatever. Whoever was at the manipulation wheel this weekend fell asleep as the dollar to silver ratio jumped to $3,900 or $3,900 on a dollar to silver ratio on the way to 4K by the end of this month. I think we're going to see 4K in a dollar to silver ratio on the gold on the debt clock this month. And gold surged in the dollar to gold ratio to well over $32,000 to $32,350. Okay, that was the gold to dollar ratio on the debt clock. While the most outstanding jump, I mean, as crazy as those numbers are in gold and silver, the most outstanding jump happened in oil this weekend. Oil, of all places, which, I mean, there shouldn't be anything going on. Remember, back in April, April 20th of this year, we had a close of $37 below zero. But on the dollar to oil ratio on the debt clock, get this, oil jumped from $102 a barrel to $106.25 a barrel this weekend on the debt clock, proving that no matter how many times you try to plug the leaks in the inflation dam, the holes are going to get bigger and the cracks are going to get wider and longer until the dam breaks. So when it does, As stackers, we are ready. But if you're not a stacker, you can either point at it and run. Okay, like, oh, look, the dam's broke. Ah! You need to take off running, and hope you can outrun the tsunami or whatever the water that's on the way, or you can seal the door on your preps and precious metals ark. Remember Noah in his ark, God sealed those doors; nobody can get in. So yeah, you can go ahead and seal the door in your preps and precious metals ark, and then watch the tsunami or the dam breaking from a reinforced porthole while eating your popcorn. I mean, it's kind of messed up because you're going to see people get hit by it, but you can't save everyone. Let's get as many people on the ark as we can. But once that door closes, all that will be left is picking up the pieces of hyperinflationary damage on the other side. That's all we'll be able to do. We can't do anything while it's happening. A little bit, but most of the work will be done on the other side of stuff, which will lead to the great rebuilding and the ushering in of the new Silver Age. So, let's get out there, guys. Let's get out there today. Let's earn that fiat cash. Let's be safe in all your endeavors, please. Work on your preps, stay informed, and become a scholar to the degree you can. Become a scholar of macroeconomics. Macroeconomics meaning, global, large, big economics, big trends, big moves, oil, silver, all these indexes and stuff, Forex market, currency market and stuff, and see how these things move. I'm watching the Forex market this morning. Of course, the euro's up and the dollar's down, which makes complete sense for how silver and gold should be behaving today. So that's going to be, like I said, very exciting this week because I think the dollar is pretty much ran out of floor to tap dance on. We'll see about that. All right. But yeah, become a scholar of macroeconomics and try to learn to think like a central banker. I mean that. Christine Lagarde, who is the chairman of the European Central Bank, and of course Jerome Powell, who is the president, or the Federal Reserve chairman. These guys, they are at the top of the pops, and, listen to what they say, look at some of their articles. If they do an op-ed, try to read them, try to get inside their head and think like they do. And that will definitely help you stay ahead of the trends. Even when they don't tell you the truth, you can still kind of figure out what they're up to. And by all means, continue to watch the content providers here on YouTube to learn great tips on stacking and market action. So, outside of the random shopping or market alert, that's pretty much all I got for today. If you guys enjoyed this content, please like with a thumbs up. Share this video on your social media pages. Okay? Subscribe with your notifications set to all to get the latest updates, because, I pretty much have daily updates. And comment with your thoughts, your ideas, criticisms. I accept criticisms just as well as the good stuff. And any great deals you run across. If you see some great deals out there, please post those in the comments if you have time, if you're able, so that those in our community can benefit. Guys, I'm going to tell you, I don't even actually shop anymore. Like, I don't shop around. I kind of wait for the alert in the form of a comment that I get. I think Dennis L. hooked me up with a really good buy this weekend. I think those were the Radisses, and so I took advantage of them. I don't even shop anymore. You guys provide me with the best stacking opportunities out there, and I use them. So I'm Silver 5150 telling you that your stack is not whack, and it's actually probably getting pretty big now based on some of the posts I've been seeing. Whew. Oh, man, you guys. No, that's good. That's good. That's good. Continue stacking, please. Anyway, your stack is not whack, and that just 10 ounces to your name keeps you 99% ahead of the game. So I'll see you guys tomorrow for the morning update outside of the random emergent alert post. And don't forget about our upcoming giveaways. I think right now we're at about 1,575 subscribers. So we'll continue to monitor that. All right, guys, I will catch you later, and take care.